On this November evening, but all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Harris going to get it again on second down. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Harris. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And I have to think that when this play began, the running back thought to himself that this looks promising, but that feeling certainly didn't last very long. Super play defensively to lock in on the best route to his target, and he stopped him for no gain.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by Morris Guy.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 4th down, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Jones. And caught by Henry. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Jake Bailey on now the punt here on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over great field position. 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a short gain here down to the 22. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, once again, from all of us at EA Sports, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's had a fantastic day on the couch, belt unbuckled, feet up. This, of course, the nightcap to a great day of football here on this Thanksgiving holiday 2022.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
But what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, here's Harris. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Jones. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. They haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Back near the goal line, Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for Minnesota. 59 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. Room here to run. And finally down he goes as they work it. To the 7. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now an end around as Cousins have just popped this forward. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. In motion right is the tight end. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now 14-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Cousins. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Parker's got it for a New England touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after.
Nick Folk for the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Vikings 21, Patriots 7.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Marcus Jones picks it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Vikings 21, Patriots 14. Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nwagu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Now Cook hit, and he lost the football.
But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Listen to me.
Throwing is Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that. Like he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Running off tackle with Cook. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Luongo now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go toward it.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Kyle Duggar gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Jones on 1st and 10.
He gets this to Thornton. Down inside the 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton,
42 yards.
And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Folk connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
A first down throw for Cousins.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now they can breathe a little easier. Some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. From the 21, it's second and 10. A give left side to Cook.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On third down, Cousins.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. First down, here's Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, Cook. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
110 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. To throw, Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first and 10, Cousins. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run for it. Cook. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Well, they hit him in the back. not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Here's Cousins. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins, and complete, right side to Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Vikings, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. Joseph now to kick this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great start to the 2nd quarter, better than 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Out left and complete to Thornton. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. And they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash. That's a 31-yard attempt.
Folks, kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Open here, Adam Thielen.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
Good route here. Hey, receiver.
Throwing, Cousins. He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they send a man in motion right. 4th down, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, pass incomplete. Damian Harris, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Khalif Raymond, 32 yards. And the Vikings have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Throwing, Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On 2nd down, this is Harris. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Throwing here, Cousins.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Patriots